Hi chaps! Right, I'm hoping that this video might help you. I've been trying to change the rear, well, both gear cables, but over the last couple of days, the rear gear cable, yes, the last couple of days, rear gear cable on my bike. I started last night, spent a couple of hours almost tearing my hair out and throwing my bike out the window, getting in frustration because I could not get the cable to run through my chainstay. Threaded through the down tube perfectly, came out the bottom bracket, kind of guide straight away, first time. Really simple, I thought this is going to be an absolute breeze. But try as I might, I could not get the gear cable to thread through my chainstay. So I thought, right, I figured something out today and it worked in seconds. And I thought, right, I've got to share that with people just in case there's anybody else out there who is starting to hate their bike and wish they had Di2 gears. So this might help you, and if it does, give us a thumbs up and see how you get on. But this is a Scott Addict, and I've had this bike for a little while, but this is the first time I've had to change the gear cables. And basically you quite simply, I changed the housing, but that doesn't matter here for this particular video. I changed the housing, put all new fresh housing on, rewrapped the bars, threaded through the cable through the down tube. So there's a little internal furrow, and it runs right the way down. Cable runs right the way down the down tube, pops out the bottom bracket, and then you thread it back through around the cable guide under the bottom bracket, and then thread it through and along the chainstay. Now, that was all great. That took literally half an hour from unwrapping the bar tape, taking out the old gear cable, cutting the new outer cable to size, threading that all back in, threading the new cable down through the down tube and out the bottom bracket. That probably didn't take much more than half an hour. I was being very careful, and still only really took about that much time. So it was great. I was really pleased with how things were going. But then I spent a couple of hours doing this next bit, and try as I might, I could not get the gear cable to come out of the little hole in the back of the frame where the cable outer and furrow go into. Now, first of all, I realised that there was a furrow inside the frame. Now, I wasn't sure whether that was an internal furrow or an integral furrow, but it wasn't. It was just a plastic furrow that had been stuck in there. So I got a little brass screw, quite a long, thin brass screw, threaded that into the back of the furrow and just pulled it straight out. So it didn't really take much pressure to thread it in, and it didn't take much effort to pull it out. So I was quite pleased with that. I thought I'd mention that just in case anybody else has that same problem with a furrow stuck inside the frame. So just carefully thread a long brass screw in and pop it out. I used a decking screw. Now, even though I'd done that, I still could not get the cable to thread through. Now, if I show you on the old cable what was happening, basically, as I was threading the cable through, which was coming through nicely, the cable was getting to about here and just not going any further. And I could hear the cable bunching up and hitting against the inside of the chainstay, and I could feel it kind of bending, and I just could not get it to come out. Now, I tried all kinds of different things. I searched YouTube, I searched Google, looking for people that had similar problems, and I heard people basically just complain, saying it's an absolute nightmare, and I've heard of people taking off the cable runner that's on the bottom bracket, the cable guide. Ooh, yikes! And threading through bits of tubing to run the cables through. That all seemed a bit of a faff, and I didn't really want to take off the bonded cable runner on the bottom bracket. So I was looking down the little hole to see if there are any obstructions with this little torch that I've got that someone gave to me, and I noticed it had a magnetic front, and also the back's got a little magnet on it. Not massively powerful, but when I put it down on the floor, I noticed the cable snap to it. And I thought, if I get a stronger magnet, which I had, if I can find where I've put them now, where are they? Here we go. If I had a stronger magnet, a more powerful magnet, I might be able to, first of all, make sure that the cable is actually running along as far as I thought it would, but also I might be able to guide the cable out. And as I don't know if you can see that, but as I'm moving the magnet close to the frame, you can see the cable moving towards it. So what I did, as I ran the cable through the chainstay, I kept the magnet along the frame so I could make sure that I could feel the cable. And then literally, it took seconds. I just guided the cable, the magnet along, and out came the cable. It literally took seconds. And I kind of thought, why didn't I do that to start with? It was so easy. So I thought, right, I'll stick it up on YouTube, and if it helps someone that's having a similar problem to me, then that's great. So basically what you want to do is as you're threading the cable through the chainstay, just run the cable up, or run the magnet up, out towards the hole, and out came the cable. So I'm going to finish threading this through. And there it is. Cable is all through. So if you have any questions about that, leave a comment. If it's helped you, then give us a thumbs up, and hopefully it will just save you throwing your bike out the window like I almost did, and save you a fortune. So that's how I managed to get my gear cable through my chainstay. Cool. Cheers. Bye.